What's going on, y'all? It's me, Kenny from DFSexperts.com. Gonna break down this 15-game slate for you. Still, I'm gonna do it real quick, especially since yesterday was garbage. Other than Marquez, everything went wrong. I mean, Acuna did okay, but and Marquez was incredibly popular, which I was surprised by. I thought that Hap would draw most of the ownership, and Verlander, but people didn't want to pay up, and they saw the same things I did, so I wasn't breaking any news there. But still, Marquez did really well. If you didn't have him, you probably weren't going to make any cash. But let's go ahead and focus on tonight. Again, a full 15-game slate. Pitching's really good. Severino's really going to be hard to pass up for a lot of people because you're playing Detroit. He's projected to give up less than, I believe, 2.5 runs. So that's going to be really hard to ignore. But what's going to scare me off of him is first that I think there'll be people that'll pay up for him, especially like on FanDuel. Kluber's the price is sort of weird on both sites. Kluber, you get him for 10-3 on DraftKings, so I'm pretty sure he'll be really popular. On FanDuel, you got to pay 11-5 for him. So with Severino, it's sort of the opposite deal. You have that projected low run total, and I think a lot of people flock to him on FanDuel. But I'm going to go with Mike Fiers, one of the two for Oakland. 8,300 on FanDuel, 9,600 on DraftKings. As far as my core goes, I'll have him as my starter. I just really like him against Seattle. There's not a whole lot there. He's at home. If you are looking, just thinking on both sides of things, Span, Seager, D. Gordon would be the bats that I would be afraid of there. But I'm not really that afraid of him. He's been pitching very well since he's got traded. So, going for the pitching for a playoff contention. So, it always adds something to things, in my opinion. So I like them. Washington's another team I really like. Soto and Harper, both of those bats are under 5,000 on DraftKings. 4,300 for Harper, 3,800 for Soto. I'm pretty sure Harper will play today. I like both of those guys a lot, and they don't break the bank for you at all. Yankees are going to be popular. St. Louis should be popular too, especially Matt Carpenter. If you're going to pay for a bat, up north of 5,000 on DraftKings, I would pay for him. He's going to be leading off. I imagine against Homer Bailey, he should get at least definitely 4 bats. Hopefully north of that, hopefully 5 or 6. In a great position to have a really good night tonight. Philadelphia, there's somebody that I could against Quintana. I could see them, kind of being a sneaky play. Santana, Hernandez, Rhys Hoskins, sort of. It kind of. What I'm trying to say is that at first look, you see Rhys Hoskins, you see he's facing a lefty, he's got power. It makes you flock to him. And plus he's not, overly expensive. But I would probably stick more towards the Santana, the Franco. Maybe Cabrera, maybe, but just watch that game. It's not something that really it stuck out to me enough to mention. But for the most part, I'm gonna have Washington, and the 2 guys I'm gonna have to round out my core are gonna be from Kansas City. Now I will tell you, if you don't like Mondesi or Aaron Gordon, then you can sub out for Jed Lowry and Nick Martini for Oakland. I completely understand, but for me, Kansas City just pops out against Andrew Cashner. Now, granted, they've traded all the good bats you could probably get against, from the beginning of the year, Duda, Moustakas, all those guys. But you still got Salvador Perez, and again, Mondesi and Aaron Gordon. Both should be up towards the top of the order. Mondesi's got some speed. Andrew Cashner's trash. That's really all you need to know. He's projected to give up 5 runs tonight. It's just, you're not going to get him from too many places. Escobar, Bonifacio, I think his name is. It's just not a lot of good Kansas City bats. But Mondesi and Aaron Gordon are 2 that I like, and I'm gonna have them in the core. And again, those guys will be really low owned. It's Kansas City. It can go south. I did want to give you another option with Lowry and Martini in case you didn't like going with Mondesi or Aaron Gordon. So as far as the core goes, Fiers. Juan Soto, Bryce Harper, Mondesi, and Aaron Gordon. Again, Lowry and Martini, you can sub out for Mondesi or Gordon. For the parlay tonight, I'm going to go St. Louis, Washington, and Oakland. Let's hope they can get us back on the right track. And like I mentioned, Matt Carpenter's the bat you need to pay for tonight. Trying to think if there's anything else. Let me look at things. Chris Davis, if you're looking for a one-off risk reward, really a boomer bust play. Carlos Tochi for Texas. Minnesota, Texas is going to be a popular game because of the over-under. I just don't know where the runs are going to come from. I can see from Minnesota's side, Kepler and Grossman and Joe Mauer, but otherwise I'm just not sure. Adrian Beltre, Elvis Andrus, I guess, for Texas, but I did want to mention that. And that's about it. Let me go ahead and wrap it up. If you like what you heard or you want to get more info, you need help with DFS, go to dfsexperts.com. Get the spreadsheet. We also have a Facebook room, DFS Experts, DFS space Experts with an X. That'll get you access to our chat, and that goes with all our spreadsheets. Tomorrow morning at 10:30, I'm gonna be on with on the rundown with Desmond Johnson. I really appreciate him for the opportunity. I'm gonna be the fantasy football guru for this year. I'm really excited about that. So tune into that, and it'll be on iTunes, SoundCloud, all that good stuff. And I'll get the segment, up and on the Facebook page and on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at RealDFSExperts. I appreciate you watching, and hope you all have a good weekend in everything you play.